everybody. Thanks for joining me for Read Aloud with Miss Rice. Today we're going to read a story called A Tiger Grows Up. The author is Anastasia Suen and the illustrators are Michael L. Denman and William J. Hewitt. Take a minute and think about which one of those wrote the words and which one drew the pictures. As I read, I want you to think about the genre of this story. Is it realistic fiction or is it informational text, something that's giving us facts about something so that we learn more about it? A Tiger Grows Up. Welcome to the world of wild animals. Follow the Bengal tiger cub as she grows up in India. From playing in the river to hunting in the tall grass, this young tiger quickly learns to live on her own. Deep in the forest, a tiny tiger cub is born. She is much smaller than you were as a baby. So think about how small you were as a baby, or your little brothers or sisters or cousins. And this baby tiger, she's much smaller than that. The cub has a new brother and sister too. The three cubs are helpless. Their mother watches over them in the den. A mother tiger is called a tigress. A baby tiger is called a cub. So far, what is this story about? Where do the baby tiger cubs live? At first, all the cub can do is drink milk and sleep. She can't even open her eyes. Her mother must hunt for food. The tigress hides her cubs in the shadows when she leaves. Their stripes blend in with the colors of the forest. What do we call that when something blends in and you can't see it? Tigers have orange, black, and brown and white stripes. Each tiger has a unique pattern of stripes, so they're not all the same. At just 1 week old, the small cub tries to stand up. Crash! She falls down. She gets up and tries again. She'll learn soon enough. Young cubs eat and sleep most of the day. They sleep under the trees or in their dens. Since the cubs can't walk, the tigress moves them by holding the scruff of their necks. That's that area right there behind their head. Their mama carries them by that. The skin on the cub's neck is loose, so it doesn't hurt. How old is the baby cub on this page? On the prowl, the cub is now 3 months old and can walk. The tigress brings her cub meat scraps. The cubs chew the meat with their baby teeth. A tiger cub drinks milk from her mother for about 5 months. Tigers are mammals. They drink milk from their mother. As they grow older, they become meat eaters. Or, what do we call a meat eater? A carnivore. How long does the baby cub drink from her mama? At 6 months old, it is time for the cub's first hunting lesson. The tigress takes the cubs with her on a hunt. They hide in the grass and watch. Tigers can see in the dark. They hunt at dusk or early in the morning. The tigress slowly stalks her prey. She hides in the shadows as it comes near. She quickly pounces on an unsuspecting deer. So the tigress is hunting her prey. What do we call the animal that does the hunting? That's right, it's a predator. In the morning, the tiger cub plays in the river. Tigers are one of the few cats that like water. Think about your cats that you might have at home. Do they like to play in the water? Splash! The tiger cub catches a fish and eats it. She is learning to hunt on her own. What can the tiger cub do now that she couldn't do before when she was younger? She can hunt, she can walk and run. out! The cubs are now strong enough and fast enough to catch animals by themselves. A tiger drags its prey to a safe place to eat. One deer can feed a tiger for 5 or 6 days. How has the tiger cub changed? Throughout the book, how is the tiger cub changing? Tiger cubs stay with their mother until they are about 2 years old. Several female tigers may live within a male tiger's territory, but male tigers do not share their territory with other males. Young tigers often live together after they leave their mother. Soon, they will each go off to find their own territory. So a territory is their area, their space. At 4 years old, the young female tiger is ready to mate and have a family. In her den, the tigress gives birth to 3 baby cubs, just like her mother did for her. The tigress feeds her cubs and keeps them safe. A new family has started in the forest. Females are ready to mate at 3 or 4 years old. Males are ready at 4 or 5 years old. Here's a tiger diagram. That's a picture that points out all the different parts of a tiger. The ears, tigers have a small white spot on the back of each ear. It looks like another eye. Oh, why would they have a spot on their ear that looks like an eye? 2. The eyes. Bengal tigers have yellow eyes. White tigers have blue eyes. 3. Feet. Tigers can walk without making a sound because of the padding on their feet. 4. Fur. A tiger's stripes are on its fur and on its skin. That's interesting that their stripes are on their skin too. Here's a map showing us where the tigers live. There are 5 subspecies of tigers. That means they're different kinds of tigers, but they're all still a tiger. They live across Asia. The tigers in this book, the Bengal tigers, live in India, and India is right here on the map. The glossary tells us words that we may not have known in the story. The carnivore is a meat-eating animal. Give yourself a thumbs up if you knew that. Cub is a baby tiger. Mammals are warm-blooded animals that drink milk from their mothers. Pounce, to leap on something and grip it. Show me a pounce. Prey, an animal that is hunted and eaten by another animal. Scruff, loose skin on the back of an animal's neck. Touch your scruff. Stalk, to follow when hunting. So remember, the predator stalks its prey. Territory is the place an animal claims as its own, its area, its home. And the tigress is a female tiger. And that's the end. Thank you for joining me for A Tiger Grows Up. I hope you enjoyed this story, and I look forward to our next story together.